Welcome, everybody. This is another episode 9. As I fix the mic, episode 9 of Outside the Box with Mike Terry, man. This is dope. I know this is the second time. Y'all seen the sign. It's pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's an achievement. It's an achievement. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. Don't have a lot that I want to say today, but just want to, give y'all a little bit of motivation and, give y'all a chance to get to know me a little bit more. I don't assume that everybody knows everything about me or knows, a lot about me. But yeah, of course, by now, some of y'all know I'm a stand-up comedian from Syracuse, New York. Been doing it about, 10 years going on. July should be 11, strong 11 years, off 13. Just had some inconsistencies in that time frame in between, for like a 2-year span. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody benefiting from the list, or who's receiving it and taking action behind it, hitting more open mics. You know what I mean? I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see the list being shared and stuff like that. People being more and more aware of it. Yeah, this is cool, man. This is what it's all about. I hope that it builds more diverse comedy shows. More and more you see more Buffalo people in Syracuse mics and shows, or you know what I mean, just a lot of mix of everything, man. And I feel like it could just build a stronger upstate comedy community. For example, like I think I talked about this on one of the episodes. If finding your audience, as well as finding like a perfect place for you to practice. Like I like to go to Kelly's on Mondays out in Endicott. I like to go to Saratoga Springs as well on a Friday. I like to go to Uptown. That doesn't mean I don't go to other open mics. Those are ones where I'm like, all right, I get a lot of good feedback from. Whether it's just laughs or whether it's like, all right, let me. They didn't laugh as much when I did that part. Let me work on it. But just remember, man. Go to these open mics, practice your jokes, try to come out strong. You know what I mean? There's a chance you could get booked from it, and don't mind the travel. It's a part of the journey. Traveling is a part of the journey. Whether you on a plane, it's a part of the journey. Whether you know what I mean, somebody giving you a bus ticket or a train ticket, it's a part of the journey. Yeah, man. And also, man, one thing I'm embracing, because now I'm posting a lot more, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on there too. I'm on TikTok at Mike's Voice 7, Instagram Mike Terry 7, where I'm sure everybody, good portion of people know about it. Facebook, Mike Terry, and what did I say? YouTube. So I'm on YouTube at Mike's on YouTube. So just trying to build my YouTube channel more and more. One thing that I'm embracing also is I'm building the fan base from the ground up. I looked at like my followers on Instagram, and it hit me, and this isn't something I can consistently think about, but I'm like, oh snap, I don't even have 1,000 followers. Like it's not to say like I thought I was like big headed or okay, I'm big time. It's like, okay, it's good for me to put in this level of work. It's good for me to continue to be consistent, because the more content you put out, the more likely more and more people are to see it, and more people will get notice of you. More people want to support you, So yeah, don't be discouraged if you are trying new projects. Maybe you're doing sketches also. Maybe you're, maybe you're starting your own podcast, but don't get discouraged if you don't immediately see results that you would like to see or you think you should be seeing. It's part of the journey. It's part of the process. Learn what works. The things that don't work, edit it out. As far as just your process, like, all right, if like I'm noticing a lot of the videos that I put out aren't getting too many views, but the shorts are. A lot of the shorts are and stuff like that. So, I gotta do some, I gotta do some learning there. I'm adding the tags to it and stuff like that as well. But yeah. So just stay encouraged. Stay encouraged, man. Like I'll use myself as an example. Like sometimes I'll be scrolling through Instagram and I'll see the reels and I'll really like something so much to where I click on the person's page. I'm like, all right, let me see, learn more about this person, see, what they got. And they'll have like over 1,000 posts or 500 or whatever. And I'm like, they didn't just start making videos. They was 1,000 in before I seen it, So it's just stay consistent. You doing something positive, something you believe in, something you like doing, stay encouraged, encourage yourself and stay the course, man. Stay consistent. It'll pay off. It'll pay off. So yeah, so the time of this release means that we got a couple more weeks. For those who don't know, right? For those who don't know, you guys know that I'm a stand-up comedian. If you watch previous episodes, like episode number 4, you know that I'm a wrestling fan. Here's something that you might not know. Something that you might not know is Mike Terry is a gamer. A little bit of a, not a little bit, but I'm a gaming fan, man. Let me move over a little bit that way. Oh, all right, it's this side. All right, here we go. I'm a gamer, and the new game that's coming out, and by the release of this video, it'll be in like 2 weeks' time. I believe it's going to be the 14th. Is a game called WWE 2K23. This game, I'm excited. Now, reason why I'm excited is because I like a certain kind of mode called the GM mode, and 2K22 was the return of that mode. And I think they did good. They did good laying down the groundwork, the foundation. And this one, on this game, they're gonna amp it up. They're gonna go, make some minor improvements. It's gonna be a couple more titles, couple more match types and stuff like that. I know we all have our list of things we would like to see in the video game. We want to see special guest referee match. We want to see some niggas be like, they want to see the Buried Alive match, even though they ain't had that match in 20 years. I know I got a list of matches too. Every year I got a list and it gets more and more absurd, like we know the Inferno match ain't coming on the game. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a while. But there is another game. My bad. You can show the second one. All right. So, as you see, there's 3 different versions of the same picture, John Cena. There's 3 different versions of the game you could buy. There's, for those who don't know, there's the standard, which is the one to, let's see, like in my eyes, it's to the far right. But I don't know how you guys are seeing it. That would probably be y'all far left or whatever the fuck. No. All right. I think actually it's just going to be the far right. All right. So that's the standard. That's a picture for the standard edition of the game. All right. If you go to the far left with the U.S. title, that's going to be the, what is that? Call it. There's a standard. There's not the deluxe. That's the one that's on the game, on the console. I know the icon is the one in the middle. You know what? I don't know right now. I don't know. I could literally look it up on my phone, but I think that's unprofessional for some reason. But there's 3 different versions of the game that you could buy. The one in the middle is the most expensive, but the picture is nice. It's pretty freaking dope. And it's cool. You get to fight. They got the little showcase mode where they showcase John Cena throughout his career. Instead of showcasing his major wins, his best wins, they showcase his biggest losses. So you get to play different characters each match, different opponents who beat John Cena, and you are trying to defeat John Cena in these modes. So it's not as repetitive. So it's different. That's what people have been asking for. So, and WWE 2K, they've been trying to please the fans more and more, which is pretty cool. Let alone, they brought GM mode back. They're gonna have, as I said, more titles, also more options of GM. So that's going to be interesting. Something else you might not know is I'm on Twitch. I haven't been on there in a while. I'm gonna be honest. Since like the last game came out, and my work schedule was completely different at that point. So I did like a live stream of me just doing GM mode and stuff like that, like right after midnight. Difference is this year I gotta work. I gotta work that Tuesday night. So or not Tuesday night, but I gotta work that Tuesday. So unless I get like a whole lot of personal time, I don't see myself taking that day off. But I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put a video together, but I think this time I won't go live. What I'll do is I'm gonna put something together. Put something together with the GM mode, and so I'm excited to see about the changes that they've made. I'm excited to jump into that. All right, but here's another game mode that they put into it. It's called the War Games match. This is pretty cool. It's an old WCW match. Old WCW match. Oh, I got vacation time out the ass though. Yeah, that's gotta be approved. I don't know. Motherfuckers I have to watch if I go live, man. Just to make it worth it. As far as I know a couple people who watch. My brother will watch, but he's getting the game too. They got a new game mode. New game mode called the War Games match. It's pretty dope. I've seen a couple gameplay walkthroughs, and it's pretty cool. They're in the chambers right there, as you see. My bad, I'm pointing in the wrong direction. As you see, they got the chambers right there in the far right corners where they got the wrestlers and stuff like that awaiting to get into the match. And after like I think it's 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, whoever has the advantage, grab some weapons, throw it in the ring, or you could just jump right in. It's pretty cool. They got 3-on-3 and they got 4-on-4. So that's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty fun. You can get a bunch of weapons in there, and of course, for those who don't know, rules of it is you got 2 teams. It starts with 1 person from each team in the match. Whoever has the advantage, opponent comes down, or one of the teammates come down, and the match doesn't officially start until all the competitors are in the ring. After that, it's pinfall, submission. Those are the ways to win. It's pretty cool, man. We've been seeing this match type on pay-per-views. Whether it's in the NXT, which is their development, not center, but development league, or whether this year it was on Survivor Series War Games. They had the match, brought it to the main roster. It's pretty cool. Got to see the Bloodline versus Brawling Brutes and Kevin Owens, and the way that's rivalry has been going with the Bloodline and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. It's been pretty cool, man. Now, if you're watching this is after Elimination Chamber. So, Sami Zayn is facing Roman Reigns for the, undisputed Universal WWE title. However you say that. But it's we all know Roman won. I'm just gonna call it. We know Roman won, but I think it's been a great storyline. And me and Mike were talking about this. Dang it, I forgot again. Shout out to Mike. Being here in the studio, man. The engineer, Swiss Army knife, the MVP of the podcast. He's the one clicking those photos, making it look so easy for me. We were talking about this. Dang it, and the thought is starting to run away. Every time I try to think about what the hell I'm trying to remember, it'd be like, nigga, I'm out. But all right, so it's gone. I'm gonna remember at some point. I know I was talking about wrestling. Oh yeah, so this is a perfect time to start watching again, man. Perfect time to start watching again. Not only has the management changed, Triple H is still in charge. Vince McMahon did come back from what I'm hearing, he's coming back simply to sell the company, make sure, that goes smooth. Make sure, it's not botched. Because, I mean, at this point, dude's a billionaire. And it's wild, though, when he was, from what I heard, when he was doing those settlements and stuff, like, smashing females, whether it's female wrestlers or just, some secretary and stuff, he was just buying them off with like millions of dollars. I'm like, this dude is big time. Like, he was just, yeah, you want 5? Go ahead. You want 7 million? All right, whatever. But that's wild, though. Like, I mean, the thought of that, of like, yeah, I'm a fucker, but I know it's gonna cost me $1 million. You know what I mean? To keep her mouth shut. That's, I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it a waste of money? Like, you got to make it worth my money, man. I don't care how much money I got. I'm giving you $1 million to shut up. It's got to be worth it. It's got to be worth it. The stuff you willing to do. Then again, okay, this is the part where I go into a rant. Because, I seen something about people being into golden showers. My mom's watching this. That just hit me. My mom's probably watching this. Let's just say there's different levels of being freaky. All right? There's different levels of being freaky. There's a thing at the mall called a Monday mystery movie. All right? So on this, when they do this Monday mystery movie, it's a movie that hasn't been released yet in theaters, but you get to see it for the price of $5. Price of $5. Thing is, once again, it's a mystery. So you don't know what movie you're going to actually go and see. It's going to be, it'll be after this airs, but it's on February 27th. I'm going to go check it out. And in a episode to come, I'll tell you how it was, man. But I don't know. I'm excited. I just hope the shit ain't corny, to be honest with you. I hope the junk ain't, watching Cinderella or some junk like that. I don't know. Hopefully it's not a waste of time, or else I'll walk out. But that's neither here nor there. All right, so let's get right to it. Once again, this is a great time to start watching wrestling again. Why? Because of the stories, but also because the big show that everybody has heard about, everybody knows, even if you don't know that much wrestling, is a thing called WrestleMania. WrestleMania 39 is happening April 1st, April 2nd. Yes, now they move it to 2 nights. You know what I mean? Because they had WrestleMania 35, and that shit was like 5-6 hours and stuff like that. It's 7 hours if you count the pre-show. Because they do a pre-show 2 hours before, and sometimes they got matches on there. Sometimes they just talking and amping everything up. So now they got 2 nights, and this is WrestleMania, so it's not 3 hours, it's about 4 hours a piece. But it's also cool because now instead of there being so now you can main event. There's more people who can say they main evented WrestleMania, right? There's 2 nights. So you got one night, hey, I main evented WrestleMania night 1, and then you got number 2, which is the big main event. Right now, let me see. Right now, this episode is gonna come out in March, right? So we still got time. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna predict from right here, where you guys are. It would be in the past. In my mind, it's the future. I'm gonna predict what the main events are. We all know Cody Rhodes is gonna face Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Or WWE Undisputed Universal title. Damn, my stomach started hurting just now. I think the Usos are gonna have a tag team match against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the tag team titles, man. And now if they win, I don't know, but I'm hearing a lot about Roman Reigns holding the belt all the way until like around SummerSlam. In the summer. Now, I know a lot of people, as well as myself, we was hoping The Rock would come back. We heard that The Rock might be facing Roman Reigns. Excuse me. We heard this all the way around last year. You know what I mean? So I'm going through the year like, oh man, it's gonna be dope. Rock gonna come back. Nah, he's busy. He's busy doing movies and stuff. And from what the message everybody received was, he wasn't in ring shape. So he wasn't. Yes, he's in physical shape. You see the muscles and jump, but as far as being slammed and having that level of endurance, he wasn't gonna be able to be ready in time for that. And you don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to see The Rock looking old. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see that. We know Stone Cold came back last year. He had a match with Kevin Owens. That was pretty dope. He kept his shirt on, but we respect it. He was still wrestling. It was cool because it was like, okay, that looked just like Austin. He still looked like himself. He didn't look like he lost a step. You know what I mean? He wasn't. I mean, he wasn't running, but he wasn't moving slow at the same time. It was the right kind of not production, but it was the right kind of visual that you needed. So maybe he'll be coming back this year. I don't know who he would be facing, but that'd be cool to see Austin come back. Also, you see Brock Lesnar right there in the upper right corner, and you see Bobby Lashley in the middle left corner. I'm sure they're gonna have a match. They're gonna. At this point, they've already fought at the Elimination Chamber. I'm going to go ahead and predict. I'm going to predict Bobby Lashley wins. Probably by hook or by crook. You know what I mean? I think he's the bad guy in this scenario. Because now he's about to start up the Hurt Business again with MVP. I don't know. I think that's going to be pretty cool, man. I hope that they bring back the Hurt Business, but it's stronger than the first version. The first version was cool. It was during the pandemic. They had the tag titles. Bobby Lashley had the U.S. title. Then he moved up and won the world title and stuff like that. And they had MVP, a bunch of black men on some positive image stuff. You know what I mean? Now, yes, they were heels, as they call them. Those are the bad guys. But, some kid got to see a group of black men being successful. You know what I mean? So that was pretty cool. Now they got this giant. They got a literal giant who's 7'3", and I think he's going to be a part of the group. Or MVP is probably going to do like some Bobby Heenan stuff and just have, Omos. I got to make sure I put my hands in the right place. He's going to have Omos over here, and then he's going to have the Hurt Business right over here, and then he's got like two different individual groups, or not individual groups, but he got two different sets of clients. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what happens there. I think the Hurt Business, they come together at Elimination Chamber, help Bobby Lashley get the definitive win over Brock Lesnar. And then I keep hearing that Brock Lesnar may face the Intercontinental Champ Gunther. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, man. Let me not just talk about the dudes. There's women who are going to be fighting at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley, she's going to be facing Charlotte Flair. We already know that match is going to happen. And after this recording, the Elimination Chamber match will have happened. So you guys will know who's going to face Bianca Belair, right? So out of Bianca Belair, there's Asuka, there's Raquel Gonzalez. I'm going to just tell you who I think is going to win because I can't remember. I can see the visual, but I can't remember the names right now. I don't think it's going to be Raquel Gonzalez. I don't think it's going to be one of Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler isn't in there. Damn it, who was it? It was somebody. I was looking at the picture. Yeah, so you got Asuka. I think she can win it. Outside of her, if Asuka doesn't win it, I think she'll go ahead and she'll go to WrestleMania and face Nikki Cross. I think that'll be a cool match. And if Asuka doesn't win, I think it will be Raquel Gonzalez. That'll be a cool fight. Bianca Belair, she's been champ since last year. So she's about to go a full year as champion. And then you got Raquel Gonzalez, who's like 6 feet, very strong woman. Also dating the dude Braun Strowman, who's a freaking giant as well. I think it's going to be dope, man. I think it's going to be a dope show. WrestleMania 39. They got 39 of them. All right. This is this is a good night to jump back on the board, man. Jump back on the train. You know, the Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes match, that's going to be built up great. That's being built up great. That's going to be entertaining. The Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, that's going to be a great match. Might even main event, you know, which will be the first time since WrestleMania 1 that the main event's been a tag team match. So that'll be cool. It's just going to be an all-around good card, man. I'm sure they're going to have some legends show up, some entertaining moments throughout, you know. So whether you watch one night or whether you watch both, you know, and remember, at this point, nobody's buying, to my knowledge, nobody's buying pay-per-views anymore. And they changed the name Premium Live Event. I don't know why, but now all you got to do is just not rent, but you got to get Peacock. You know, about $10 will get you the version that doesn't have ads. $5 will get you the version that does, and you can watch WrestleMania on Sunday, you know, or Saturday and Sunday, you know. But I don't know, man. It's worth the watch. I think it's worth the watch, people. I made that episode number 4. You know, that was to get you guys back intrigued. I'm telling you right now, this is the time. You know what I mean? I know y'all like, oh man, I grew up watching that shit. Well, nigga, finish your life watching it. I don't know. Oh, no. Jump back in it, man. Jump back in it. It's worth it. Also, I think March 3rd. I don't know if they're coming back to Syracuse. They're coming to Syracuse March 3rd. Let me see. All right, so when this episode airs, it'll have been yesterday on a Friday. Right? So I got every intention of having gone to. I gotta speak in past tense and shit. I want to go there. I want to go there, see, you know, get some good tickets, take my mom. That'd be cool. Not Turning Stone, but War Memorial. I think it'll be cool, man. Haven't gone to a live event in a while. I don't expect like Roman Reigns to be there, the main guy, because it's, you know, it's WrestleMania season, you know, and you on a long championship run. He's been a champion for over 900 days, which is like damn near, it's about to be 3 years. He's closing in on about 3 years, man, which is the longest run in like a long time, like a long freaking time. I think since like close to Hulk Hogan. So the people who have like the list, the longest reigning champion ever in WWE history is Bruno Sammartino. Then I think it's Pedro Morales, and then I think Hulk Hogan is number 3, and then I believe CM Punk is number 4. At this point, Roman Reigns has passed CM Punk, but I don't know, man. I think it's been a great run for Roman Reigns, man. He's been champion, he's been dominant, and it hasn't been boring. You know, it's been a whole storyline. It's been a whole storyline. You know what I mean? From first when he came in, taking the titles, and then or taking the title, and then initiating his cousin Jey Uso, getting him to buy into his new attitude because everybody knows him as a good guy, but nobody liked him. You know what I mean? So he got his cousin Jey Uso to join him. You know what I mean? It took some. He did some underhanded shit, man. Did some underhanded tricks to get him, but eventually he got his family, his cousins, to buy in and join his side, and you know, next thing you know, they went in the tag titles. So now they got the Universal title, they got the tag titles, and they running SmackDown. And then now, that started this year or this past year, 2022, Roman Reigns won the WWE title. And then soon after that, the Usos won the Raw tag title. So now they all both had 2 titles apiece. You know, thing about, I like Solo Sikoa. You know, when they brought him up, he ended up winning. He went back to NXT, like, you know, the week after he showed up on SmackDown. And no, I think it was a week. So he showed up at Clash of the Castle. And then I think a couple of nights after that, he went back to NXT and beat Carmelo Hayes for the North American Championship. Then showed up on SmackDown for like a week and a half, or, you know, at least a week, and he had the NXT title, and I don't know, I thought it was cool. Everybody had gold, man. Everybody had gold, and then they made him give it back. I ain't like that shit, but I thought it would have been cool for him to be defending it, but I get it. He can't be on Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Eventually, he gonna burn out. So, I don't know. Once again, people, WrestleMania gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope, man. Go ahead, tune in April 1st, April 2nd. If you don't know what time it's gonna be, Google it. Google it. Nah, it's probably gonna be like around 6. Probably gonna officially start around 6. What 6? That's 7, 8, 9, 10. And they might now they having press conferences after it, which is pretty cool. People, it's the freaking time, man. Wrestling is so dope right now. I get it. Everybody's like, man, I grew up watching Austin and Rock. All right, they might not be bleeding, but bro, it's the entertainment level is there. The entertainment level is there. And then watching WrestleMania, before the matches, you know they're going to do the hype video. You remember them hype videos, how dope they used to be? They used to get you ready to fight. You get done watching them, you ready to jump in the ring and shit. You know what I mean? So, go ahead, man. Check it out. Check out WrestleMania, whether it's night 1, or night 2. It's gonna be worth it, man. Usually night 1 has been better, has been more exciting than night 2. But who knows? Maybe that'll change. But all right, so once again, I have a whole lot to talk to you guys about, but I just wanted to keep the train rolling, talk about some things that's been on my mind, man. Stay encouraged. Stay encouraged with your process, man. It's a process. You know, I guess we live in the microwave generation with all the social media. Some things take time. Embrace that. You know, sometimes it takes time to get results. And also watch some wrestling, man. It's entertainment. It's fun. It's getting back to it, man. Getting back to it. All right. Appreciate everybody. This has been episode 9. Once again, it's C2C in this bitch. Now, all right. I had to do it one time. I hit the wrong button anyway. C2C Indie Radio in this motherfucker, man. We here to laugh, educate, motivate. All right. Okay. All right. I ain't know which setting I had that junk on, but I'm still working out the controls, man. Still learning this junk, but as you see, we taking steps forward, man. Remember from the first episode, we'll let you know you're gonna see developments. You know, I got some other ideas and stuff like that. We can jazz the place up a little bit. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Y'all drop down some as you see these episodes, man, leave some comments down, man. Let me know if who you got for WrestleMania matches, who you think's gonna win, what matches you think should have happened. You know, I don't know, man. Video game. Let me know if you're excited. You know, let me know if you're also a content creator. You know what I mean? If you're on your journey, if this has been inspiring at all, motivating. You know what I mean? If you learn some stuff, let us know. Leave it down in the comment, like, share, subscribe to C2C Indie Radio. It's over. The episode's over. All right. Do that. All right, people. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm Mike Terry. That's Mike on the ones and twos. We're here to laugh, educate, motivate, and you just stepped outside the box. Peace. Still had this shit up. Peace.